And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one for all of you wanted around the world. Let's get this party started. And yes, we are officially live for all of you watching around the world. Welcome to the main show for today. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we stream every single day for all of you watching. Today. Yes. Look at here. We're gonna do something amazing. A great review. And for all of you watching around the world, let me say this. Usually we cook. We drink a good amount of reviews, yes, a good amount of whiskey reviews. We also do everything possible to give you an entertaining stream. Remember, the chat room is active. Don't forget to be part of the chat room. And also, not only that, remember super chats. They're officially available there, that you can send a little message or whatever appreciation you want to on this stream, so you could get on the stream and have me stop what I'm doing. You guys have the lead on the chat room. So I hope you guys really enjoy this one. For all of you watching around the world, let me start by saying today, today we are going to be reviewing, yes, Flor de las Antillas. Flor de las Antillas. I gotta say it like that because, well, it's a Spanish kind of a name. And here we go. I'm gonna show you real quick. Nice little presentation, beautiful. This comes out of my father, Stogie's, and you guys already know when it comes to these things, I like to show you. I've been showing you often a lot of different stuff. Yesterday we did a good review. I think yesterday's stream, oof. I think I said oof way too many times. I also said spicy, not too spicy. I think I said spicy, not too spicy. A couple too many times yesterday. But you can go rewatch that stream. It is available now. It is posted up in the public streams. Remember, if you're a member, some of these streams go to members only. Not all of them stay public. Yesterday, we had a lot of people rewatch that stream. So for everybody that rewatches that stream, appreciate it. One thing I'm going to ask you, for everybody that rewatches these streams, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you like these streams. Hit that like button. I'm going to save you some money out here. And over here, sheesh. We got officially, Miss Iris Soto. Welcome to the membership club. She is part of, yes, the Reaper Crew's Super Elites. For all of you that do not know, she is a super elite. And for a lot of you watching around the world, this is exactly how you get the membership. I want to make sure that all of you understand. It's not a joke when it comes to memberships. Get those memberships so you could be able to actually be part of the streams on a weekly basis, get a little bit more attention, and also remember, these are live streams, so I want to make sure you guys know that I really appreciate each one of you that really gets that membership. I'm going to say, for a lot of you, I think some of you don't know sometimes what I'm going to do on the streams, and that's actually really good. It leaves you wondering what's going to happen on the streams. And I'm going to say this, for a lot of you, this is a big thing. It's I leave you on the edge of your feet. You don't know what kind of whiskeys I'm gonna put on the stream, and also, not only do you not know what whiskeys I'm gonna put on the stream, it gives you a little bit of entertainment on a weekly basis. So I really appreciate all of you that do tune in. And don't forget, memberships are available in the details. Yes. In the details. Don't forget, that's where you're gonna be able to get that in the details. A huge appreciation to Miss Iris Soto. Huge appreciation to Miss Iris Soto, and for a lot of you watching, let's have a good stream. By the way, I want to make sure that you guys know. I want to make sure you guys know. So she's a super elite, okay? She's a super elite. It's a little bit different. She really gets a little bit more things than almost everybody here. She gets a little bit more things than everybody. Or one of our main things is the different memberships. Okay, if you're a member, the regular member, you got a small little fee. If you want to be a Reaper Crew Elite, it's a little bit more. And also, not only that, we will say Super Elites really get a lot. They got a lot more than all of you. Okay, so if you want to be above that one, well, above that one will be all day long, a little bit bigger. But I'm going to say this, Iris Soto, thank you so much for adding to the stream and always being a part of the stream. Huge appreciation to all of you that do get that membership. Anyways, let's start by saying this. Looking forward to this stream. I'm looking forward to everything that we're going to do. And also, not only that, I'm going to also say, there's going to be a stick that some of you maybe never had in your life. So we're going to pop this open now. What whiskey are we going to use on the stream? There's a couple whiskeys that we have planned. We have over here, we got a Scotch over here that we might put on here. Also, Elmer T. we might be putting Elmer T. on the battle squad over here. Also, Blackened is going to be a finished in port wine barrels, yes. Another one that we have another finished bourbon. But the main one over here is the Glenlivet, the fusion cast, right? Also, I did put another rye. So for some of you, you might enjoy this stream a lot. Thank you so much, Iris Soto, and for all of you. I appreciate all of you all the time. Okay, so we're going to start to do this. Let me open this thing up. And I'm going to punch a hole. Let's open this up and punch a hole. Beauty, what a beauty. Look at this. This thing is beautiful, man. Beautiful. Let me show you really close. Let me show you real close. Look at how beautiful that is. Flor de las Antillas. Flor de las Antillas. My father's Stogie. Ooh, it smells nice. It smells good. Ooh, it smells really nice. Okay, so today usually I do cut the stick, but today I'm gonna punch it. If you don't know what it is to punch a stick, I'm gonna show you what it is to punch a stick. I'm gonna show you exactly what it is. So for a lot of you, we're gonna start punching this stick. Let's make sure to punch it real good. So here we go. Let's get this over here. Get this over here. Let's open this up. Good, nice and open. And now what you're gonna do is, this is what you're gonna do. All you're gonna do is you're gonna lick the tip. Okay? Ladies. You're gonna lick the tip just a little bit. There you go. Just a tad. Ooh, a little bit sweet. Okay, now here we go. And there we go. There's a punchy punch. Yes, there's a punch. Nice little punch. For some of you, this is mainly what you want to try to do with the box press. Okay, you can get yourself a little tool. You can get it anywhere. I have this, and I have a bunch of other ones, but it's really clean. And for some of you that want to know, this is a box press. See, this is, I think I spoke to you guys about it yesterday. I told you guys yesterday that this is a box press. Look at this, nice and box press. You guys know this is traditionally used to be basically had more of a, how can I say this? It had more of a 100%. What can I say? What can I say that it's not aimed to Cuba? These are basically Cuban families, all right, Cuban families, and they made sure to make good stogies. But this blend is not. If you guys don't know, this blend is not. This is a purely from Nicaragua, Nicaragua. Okay, Nicaragua. It is illegal. It's illegal to be getting any here in the USA. From Cuba. So I just want to let you guys know it's illegal here in the USA to get any from Cuba. But you could bring them in. Point of the matter is, let's start doing this. Let's start starting the review. First, what I do is I get the draw and I see if I can taste anything. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Ira Soto, thank you so much. Here we go. That's really nice. I might need to punch another. Oh, I think it's good. It's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So far, so good. Has a little bit of sweetness on the wrapper. A little bit of sweetness. Don't have too many spices that I see. Yesterday's Stogie was spice central. Okay, here we go. For a lot of you, let's start adding to this stream. Now, one thing I want to say is this stream is mainly, okay, to show two different items. And I think I might have to take off all of these. Maybe I might take off all of these. But right now, currently, I'm going to play with what I have. So, now that I'm saying this, I do want to pair this with something. Before I light this up, by the way, here's our glass. Beautiful glass. Here's a beautiful glass. Let's pair it with something. I'm looking forward to pairing it, but what am I going to pair it with? So many good ones, right? How am I gonna do this show perfect? How am I gonna make this a hell of a stream? We're gonna see. Let me figure this out now. Am I gonna officially do what I think I want to do, which is, am I gonna use a rye whiskey? Am I gonna use a Blackened? Am I gonna use an Elmer T? Am I gonna use a Blood Oath? Am I gonna use that Glenlivet? Glenlivet, yes, Glenlivet. We're gonna use a Glenlivet. Let me see. Let me figure this out right here. Glenlivet, Scotch whiskey, bourbon whiskey. What are we going to do? This is what we're going to do. We're going to start moving everything out of the way. This is what we're going to do. We're going to battle. We're going to battle these son of a guns. That's what I want to do on this stream. You got to improvise if you want to be a real YouTuber, right? You got to improvise if you want to have a good show. Here we go. We're going to take this off too. We're going to put them back on. So now we have two. Let's put that in the center. Now we have two. We have officially Blood Oath, and we have a nice Scotch. Let's move this out of the way. Let's move this over here. Boom, bing, bing. All right, we got a nice Scotch, and we also have a nice bourbon, right? Okay, both of these, two different, right? We got a Scotch whiskey that is officially finished in a rum and bourbon, which they call this the fusion cast, right? So we're going to see how we go with this one. And then over here we have the beautiful Blood Oath. This Blood Oath is finished in Calvados cast, right? Calvados cast. Calvados cast. So, which one am I going to officially do? We're going to see. Which one am I going to officially do? Am I going to do this one or am I going to do this one? Oof. Real hard to think of which one I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to pick one. And I think I'm going to be picking to start off. I think to start off, I'm going to pick. I think I'm going to pick bourbon. Bourbon. As a matter of fact, maybe I'm not going to use bourbon. Maybe I'm going to use a brand new one. Let's pop this open. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to use. I want to start the stream off with something nice. Look at the beautiful color in this. I think I'm going to start the stream with this. So for all of you watching, here we go. Let's pop this open. Oof. Can't wait for this. All right, so we're going to be pouring this in our glass. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Glenlivet, the Fusion Cast Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. Let's pour this up. Here we go. Beauty. So far, so good. Okay, so we have everything going. We're going to see how this blends good with our stick. Let's see if it even goes good with our stick. And for all of you, here we go. Beautiful glass, beautiful glass. All right, first off, we're going to light this stick up. And for a lot of you watching, not only are we going to light this stick up, we're going to make sure to give you all the notes. All right, we're going to give you all the notes possible for this. And we're just officially going to be doing... We're all going to be doing this right now. So, let's light this up. Let's light this up, baby. Here we go. Let's light this up. Here we go. Officially. My first puff is going to be coming up soon. This is officially from my father. Yes, my father, Stogie. Flor de las Antillas. Flor de las Antillas. Here we go. First puff. Ooh, this is nice. This is very, very nice. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. Wow, very, very nice. Compared to yesterday, it's a little bit sweet. A little bit sweet. Have a little bit of a. Oof, this is very nice. It's a little bit. What's the word that I can use? This is almost like a sweet and earthy, if that makes any sense. Sweet and earthy. Wow, that's a nice one. Not only is it a little bit, just a tad bit sweet, I could taste, I could taste just a faint. Okay, I could taste just a little faintness on really on the front. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of pepper. Nothing crazy, but it is a little bit sweet. I'm getting a tad bit of pepper, just a tad bit of pepper. And yesterday, let me just say this: yesterday we did one that was very spicy. It was almost ridiculously spicy, almost overwhelmingly spicy. But this stick is so far so good. A little bit sweet, a little bit tad bit sweet, a little bit of pepper, and it's going pretty good on just the first little virgin puff that we have going on here. I really appreciate this stick. I'm going to say this: so far the stick is really nice. And I can't say anything from the first. I think we're gonna have a good stream here. Here we go. Let's do another. Here we go. Let's do another for all of you watching. Hit that like button if you like this so far. If you like it so far, hit that like button. Flor de las Antillas. Here we go. It is very, very sweet. Very sweet. Okay, here we go. Notes that I'm getting so far on that stick: pepper, a little bit of pepper, and almost woody, sweet woody, earthy notes. Very nice, very complimentary. But is this going to complement? Is this going to complement the stick? Is this going to complement the stick? We're going to do it now. We're going to officially be doing Glenlivet Fusion Cast. This is basically rum and bourbon cast, right? It's a Scotch. Here we go. One more time, then I'm going to go for the whiskey. Construction. Wow, look at the construction. This is a beautiful. Look at the construction. Really good. Usually, at the beginning of a stick that's bad, I usually have to nip it up. So far, so beautiful, and so far, so good. We have a lot of people watching at the beginning of the stream. Hit that like button if you like the stream. And here we go, baby. We are officially, or Reaper Crew. You know what time it is. We're number one. We're officially number one trending streams. We're number one trending streams when it comes to whiskey on a daily basis, when it comes to food, when it comes to stogies, when it comes to, I don't want to say fragrances, but I could get there. For all of you watching, here we go. Let's drink this up. This is going to be the first sip of this Glenlivet Fusion Cast. Here we go. Cheers, 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 all of you. Hit that like button. Don't forget Super Chats are active. Let's drink this up. Wow. That right there, woo, it is beautiful. That right there have all type of fruits, almost like an apricot. I get a little bit of that, almost that oak from that bourbon cast. It's a little bit sweet and fruity. I have a lot of fruits. I'm gonna say this thing has a ton of fruits, insane amount of fruits. I can find a little bit of almost peach, apricot. I'm going to get almost all the stone fruits that you can think of. Literally all the stone fruits. I also have just a tad bit of citrus, just a little bit. Mostly I'm getting that juicy apricot on here. And the oak note on here is rare. Very, very nice. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla on here too. Here we go, how it pairs with this. Let's see. That's a heck of a pairing. That's a heck of a pairing. That's missing a little bit too. That's missing a little more action. A little more action. and this helps it out a lot. It complements it very good. You do have vanilla, a little bit of just a tad bit of caramel that I'm getting on here, but it's mainly full of fruits. You could taste almost that rum influence on the finish, which if you don't know what that is, it's almost like a dirty, woody. Usually when it comes to rum, it has like a dirty, strong, woody kind of finish. And I do have a little bit of that on the finish on this one. Let's drink this up. I can say that this is really nice. But I will say, it has a ton of fruit. Ton of fruit. I almost get like apples too now. It has a ton of fruit, man. It's a fruit bomb. That's what it is. It's a fruit bomb. Complete fruit bomb. Here we go. Let's do this. This is very nice. Compliments. These two compliments so good. Glenlivet, the Fusion Cast, with this stick, great complimenting. You still get the pepper. I'm getting a little bit more pepper on here on this. I'm getting a lot of pepper. This is missing the pepper. If this had pepper, oof, it would be perfect. I don't think they were gunning for that on that. They were gunning for fruits and fruits and fruits and fruits. That's what it is. Here we go. Let's drink this up. I'm also getting like I'm getting a ripe banana. I usually never find banana, but I just had a banana today. And it's like a ripe banana, almost like a banana that has polka dots on it, the freckles. I get just a tad bit, not too much. Just a slap bit of cinnamon. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of banana action, the peaches there, apricots there. It's very fruity, but it complements this. Here we go, let's do this again. This is, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it proudly. It's not every day that I can say having a Scotch whiskey is the best thing possible. The only time that I could really recommend a Scotch whiskey with a stick, with a Stogie, is if it's very light. It doesn't have a lot of fruit. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of pepper. It doesn't have a lot of peat. It doesn't have a lot of smoke. And this whiskey doesn't have any of that, okay? This whiskey doesn't have any of that. You don't get smoke in here like you normally do in certain whiskeys, right? You don't get smoke on here. You almost get a little bit of fruits, a little bit of orange. Oof, a little bit of orange. They just almost swallowed my own tongue. A little bit of orange, and you do get on the finish just a tad bit of spice. If you're looking for a Scotch whiskey that has no peat and no smoke, you have it here on this one. It's very nice. But what's the combination? Is a Scotch whiskey going to beat a bourbon whiskey that's finished in a certain cask? We're going to see. So next up will be the bourbon. Which is going to win, Scotch whiskey or bourbon? We're going to see. So far, so good. It's a very nice, mild cigar. Mild stick, okay? It's a very mild stick. And I really, I'm coming close to saying that I like it pretty much. Pretty much, I like it. It's decently good. I like it. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna go back to the whiskey, right? We're gonna drink up the whiskey. Let's go back to the whiskey. Let's drink it up. Here we go. It's a good compliment. Not only that, there's no peat, there's no smoke on that Scotch. It's everything you need. You don't want to put ice. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. You don't want to put ice in here. Don't put ice in here. Have it almost room temp. Have it like this. Don't put ice. And here we go. Box pressed, box pressed. So far, so good. Very mild and very nice. It's nice. It's fair. It's fairly good. It's fairly good. Could it be better? It could be a little bit better, but the good thing is that I don't get a ton of. What's the word that I can use? I don't have a ton of baking spices like I had yesterday. I don't have a ton of. What's the other word that I can use? Spiciness like I had yesterday on the stick. So far, so good. So far, so bueno. Like I said before. Let's drink the rest of this, and we're gonna move on to the Blood Oath. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oof. I think it's good. So far, so good. Construction on here. Look at the construction. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, now we're going to battle both of these. All right, now it's time for me to battle both of them. The Glenlivet against the Blood Oath Bourbon whiskey, right? Blood Oath Bourbon whiskey. We're going to battle these up. We're going to battle these up right now. Let's see how that goes. We're going to battle these up right now. Let's see how this goes. And for a lot of you, let's do this. Let's pop this thing open. Let's pop this thing open. Let's drink this up. So far, so good. I'm not going to let this fall out. I'm just going to leave it like this. So far, very good. I don't have anything to complain about it. Construction is perfect. You haven't seen a stick with construction like this. Look at this Reaper Crew. That's insane. Insane insanity. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour a little bit of this. Now prices, I'm gonna tell you the prices. About $100, about $100 for the Glenlivet Fusion Cast, and then this one over here, Blood Oath. This is pack 8. You're looking at about close to well, nowadays they're like $400, $300. This should be MSRP. You're not gonna find those anymore, but MSRP should be about $150 around there, 120 around there. So you're not gonna be able to find them. If you do find this, it's gonna be on a secondary, which is very expensive. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Reaper Crew, let me know. Let me know. Reaper Crew, let me know if Bitcoin goes under 94,000. Oh, man. Let me know. Anyways, here we go. Very good. Okay. I'm going to tell you more about that stick. Before anything, what you want to do is clean up the leftover residue of the whiskey. So we're gonna pour a little bit of water. Clean up, okay? Clean up the the leftover residue of your whiskey. Here we go. Good. Let's pour this up. This is Blood Oath, Pack 8. Blood Oath, Pack 8. Here we go. Bing, bong, bing. Let's pour it up. Oh, it's a nice, beautiful pour. Expensive stuff, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing to pair up whiskeys with. It's such a good feeling, a good hobby. If you're losing $2,000 in the stock market, or $5,000 a day, or $10,000, sometimes you just gotta sit down, get a Stogie, get a whiskey, spend the money on a good whiskey, and enjoy it. Sometimes in your life, you don't need a $200,000 car. All you really need is a Stogie. And for all of you watching, holy crap, for all of you watching, man. Let me see this. Holy Lord. All right, for all of you watching, we're going to go on and do this. Let's go on and do this one. Oof. And for all of you, you guys already know that we've done this reviews before, but pairing it with whiskey is different, right? Pairing it with whiskey is a little bit different. Here we go. Let's drink this up first. Let's drink this whiskey up first. Here we go. Blood Oath, Pack 8. Blood Oath Pack. Let's drink this first. Oh, man. I don't even know what to tell you. Is this better than the Fusion? Oof. I'm aiming to say yes, but we're gonna see. Here we go. Let's pair it up with the Stogie. Here we go. So far, so good. I'm gonna say, oh, that is no. That's a good pairing. That's a really good pairing. Okay, I'm gonna say this. The construction is great. I'm gonna knock this out. Because that. So what you want to do is all you're gonna do. You're gonna tip it on the side. Here we go. Boom, like that. There you go. Round it off, and then there you go. That's how you do it. All right, let's go on with this one. Oh, that's wow. I'm getting a little bit of like cacao. I'm getting some cacao in here. A little bit of cacao. Wow, that's excellent. I'm getting a little bit, just a tad bit of cacao. Pepper's still nice. It's still a little bit sweet. It's almost perfect. Almost perfect. How can you make this stick perfect? Well, you gotta pair it up with the perfect drink. And this whiskey we're having, Blood Oath. Blood Oath. I'm gonna say it's a good complimentary drink to have with this. And you can tell by my lips. My lips are champing. Oof, a little bit of pepper. I'm tasting the pepper. Here we go. Blood Oath Pack 8. Let's drink this up. Wow. Man, that's good. Here we go. It is actually, there's a difference on both of these. You can tell the difference on both of these. First off, let me explain to you with this stick. So far, this stick has a little bit of pepper that lingers on the finish. It's very nice, very mild. It's nothing crazy, very nice. It's a little bit sweet also. This wrapper is very It's very beautiful, the wrapper. The wrapper is very beautiful. And so it's a little bit sweet. You can taste a little bit of woody sweetness on here. A little bit of pepper and also cacao. I'm getting a little bit of cacao right now, which is really, really nice. And with this over here, I'm going to say with this over here, I do get a little bit of a chocolate added to that. A little bit of chocolate. I taste a little bit of chocolate. I taste a little bit of almost apples on here, chocolate apples, a little bit of pepper, which that has. It's a good compliment, a really, really good compliment. I'm going to say, I'm going to have to go back to the other whiskey, but we have to do one run. We can't do two runs. We got to do one run. And so far, I think the Blood Oath is winning. It's winning by a lot, okay? It's winning by a bunch. That Blood Oath is beating the Glenlivet Fusion Cast by a whole, oof, sheesh, a timeout. Over here, we got $100 super chat, $100 super chat. Over here, $100 super chat. Soto, holy Lord. For all of you watching, we're gonna end the month hopefully on a positive. We're a couple days away to end the month. So Soto with $100 super chat on this show that I'm doing a beautiful Stogie. And I'm pairing up a Scotch whiskey with a bourbon, which will win. Soto in the chat room, she sent a $100 super chat on this show. And for all of you watching, she says with the $100 super chat, cheers, Reaper. Happy belated birthday to the best sister in the world, April O'Neil, her wifey, Farm Kitty. She also says another thing in Spanish. And the thing in Spanish, she says something like, Los quiero, los quiero. She said, Los quiero chingones, or something like that. She also says, two-time bien papacito. Te amo. Surge, who that? And also she says over here, ooh, she says, hashtag Aries rule. Play some music, Reaper. Over here, Soto. It says, Soto, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. Let's smoke this up. Let's drink this. Man, risotto. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So far, I remember what the Glenlivet tasted like. Let's see if I'm really right. Let's see. Bourbon, finished whiskey. Glenlivet, Scotch whiskey that's finished in rum and bourbon cask. Here we go. Wow. I don't know. There's no comparison. There's two different whiskeys on the stream. There's no comparison. This right here, my ladies, my friends, Reaper crew, my gentlemen, my wrenches, my members, Blood Oath, Pack 8. It takes this for a ride. It takes it for a ride. I got a little bit of pear. I got a little bit of pear, pepper, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of apple. This has a sweetness that makes this whiskey perfect. This has also a woody note that just stays strong and sweet throughout the whole stick so far. A little bit of pepper that is really almost like if I have nutmeg in here too. It almost tastes like I have nutmeg in here. It's a great pairing. It's a really good pairing. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat, Soto. That's a great pairing. Now, I do want to taste this again one more time to really compare. But right now, this is the winner. And for some of you, if you want to pair these up, you can. I'm going to put 2 more whiskeys on the stream. Okay, we're going to put 2 more whiskeys on the stream. Oh, oh man. So good. So good. Ooh, so good. It is strong, but it's very, very good. And for some of you watching, I can officially tell you that right there is a perfect, perfect pairing. My whole teeth are a little bit numb. My teeth are numb. That's a good pairing. A really good pairing. Okay, so the next whiskey we're gonna do, I think some of you probably don't know about it, but that's okay. It's all right. Next whiskey we're gonna do is we're gonna put them on the stream. Let's start putting these away real quick. By the way, I have to say, I want to have one more lick of this, one more lick before I put that away. Risotto, man, this is good. All right, one more lick of this. One more lick of this beauty. Look at this beauty. One more lick. Here we go. Dude, what a beautiful bottle, man. What a beautiful. Glenlivet did a hell of a job with the colors. I love the colors of this. And for some of you, if you want to buy this, buy it. It's a good one. I'm going to guarantee you it's not going to have peat and it's not going to have smoke. I recommend a lot of you to get this. Man, let's see. Before I put the other whiskeys on here, let's see how the pairing is with the Glenlivet. One more time before I put it away. I put it away ready. As that is. It's a good stick. That's a good stick. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna give it to Still. Blood oat. It's too fruity. I'm gonna be honest. Too fruity. It's good, but it's too fruity. So here we go. We're gonna put. Let's start off with the Dalmore 15. You guys already know. If you don't, Citrus Bomb. We're gonna put that up against Elmer T. This is the worst whiskey you could ever buy. We're going to put it on here. Two of the worst. All right, so we're going to put that. Let's put this over here. Boom, boom. Let's put them close. Yes, let's put them close. You see them? We good? You good? Yeah. Let's put them close. Yeah. Here we go. There you go. All right. Looks good. Okay, so we're going to put these up against each other. Which one is going to be the better pairing? So far, Bourbon Whiskey is winning. Bourbon Whiskey is winning with this stick. So far, Bourbon Whiskey is winning with this stick. So construction is still amazing. Look at the construction. So good. This stick is good. Hit that like button if you like this stream so far. Shout out to our sister with a $100 super chat. Here we go. Okay, what am I going to start with? Risotto, you get to pick Risotto. Risotto, you get to pick. If Risotto doesn't pick, then the next one in line will be April. Do I do the Elmer T? This is from Buffalo Trace. Risotto, let me know. Very popular and very expensive. This is an expensive Expensive, hard to find bottle. But I tell you this, I don't like it. It's the worst of the worst. Arizona, you get to pick. You get to pick. Okay, or you can pick this one. This is a beautiful one, Scotch whiskey. And you got the Elmer T. All right, which one? Okay, which one? Which one? So now it's going to be the battle between both Scotch whiskey and the bourbon. Let's see which one's going to win. And for some of you, looking good, looking good. She gets to pick. She says over here in the chat room which one she picks. Which one she picks. Let's see what she picks in the chat room. You want the 15-year Dalmore? Or do you want Elmer T. She says tequila. No, no. We ain't going to do no tequila on here. Remember, this is an adult stream. Adult stream. I don't think tequila will go very good with that. I think Arizona wants, you know what? I'm going to say this. Arizona wants only way to get me messed up if I see, because we're ending the month strong. Okay, we're ending the month strong. The only way I'm doing a tequila on this whiskey stream, and for a lot of people watching, there's a ton of people watching, and they're gonna rewatch the stream. If I throw a tequila on this stream, the people are gonna rewatch and gonna say, "What am I watching?" So the only way that we're doing a tequila is if we get another super chat. That's the only way. It has to be a big super chat, because if not, the people that are watching the YouTube algorithm sees me put a tequila on this whiskey stream. We're battling Scotch whiskey up against bourbon. But I will put an expensive tequila, hard to find tequila on here. I will put a hard to find tequila on here if we get a big super chat. That's the only way, because this is really gonna be. I'm gonna say this: the people from my father are gonna look at this stream. Tequila. If I put a tequila on here. By the way, this is so far it's pretty good. Man, this is pretty damn good. Okay, so far. Did she pick out anything here? I don't think so. Okay, let me clean this out, because we do have a little bit of a. I need to clean this out with water. Give it a little bit of time. And for all of you watching, this is a live stream. Okay, so for the people out here thinking that I'm gonna put tequila, it's not gonna happen. I'm not putting tequila unless it's Unless we get another huge super chat. That's the only way I'm going to put tequila on this whiskey Scotch stream. Huge shout out to Arizona for always keeping us on the edge. In the chat room, I'm going to say this. For anybody rewatching this stream, if you're in the chat room, that's just what it is. Okay, so I'm going to pick out a whiskey. Which whiskey do I pick out? I'm going to pick out a whiskey. Here we go. What whiskey do I pick out? Elmer T. Let's pick out Elmer T. You guys know I don't like it. Here we go. Elmer T. Here we go. If I finish this, so be it. I think Arizona is waiting for me. She's waiting for me to drink both of those so I could drink a tequila. You know, women are like that. They like action. I do know that we lost a lot of people because I said tequila. Ooh, don't you worry. Okay, so we're going to be doing Elmer T. currently right now. This is going to be the pairing currently right now. Elmer T. We're going to be putting up against the Scotch. Okay, we're going to put it up against the Scotch. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, here. Let's start drinking this. We're going to start pairing this up, and we're going to see if it's good, all right? Good pairing. So far, it's not coming off, so that's good. Oof. Oof. A little bit of strong pepper on there. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oof. So far, that's not a good mix. That is not a good mix. So far, that is not a good mix. Let me explain to you what I'm tasting. By the way, this is not my favorite whiskey in the world. As a matter of fact, this is it's one of the worst whiskeys in the world. Okay, Elmer T. Lee. Elmer T. Lee. A little bit of a creaminess, a little bit of strawberry. I don't like strawberry. I don't tend to like strawberry. A little bit of strawberry on here, mixed up with this pepper that I have on the stick. This has no pepper. It has a little bit of caramel. It has a little bit of strawberry. A little bit of creaminess on here. You can taste the oak on here. You can really taste the oak. Let me see how it goes. Here we go. We're gonna go again. Again, shout outs to Flor de las Antillas. So, Flor, what does that mean? Flor de las Antillas. It's supposed to be an island, but I have no idea because I'm not from Cuba. It's supposed to be an island. Flor de las Antillas. This is supposed to represent islands over there in Cuba. I don't even know if Cuba has an island there that's called Antillas. I have no idea, but it's supposed to represent that. So, for all of you, here we go. So far, so good. I hope I don't get a huge super chat to make me drink tequila. I don't know why I have a feeling that I'm gonna get a big super chat to make me drink tequila. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Elmer T. Lee. Elmer T. Lee. This is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey coming out of Buffalo Trace. Coming out of Buffalo Trace, one of the worst whiskeys out there. But again, we're gonna see. Maybe it's gonna be good. Let's see. I'm going to say, not too much of a fan, not too much of a fan of this. All right, not too much of a fan, not too much of a fan of this. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit creamy on the strawberries. It's almost like a strawberry shortcake with a little bit of vanilla. I don't personally tell you that I like it. Now, I'm going to say this. Maybe I would like this bottle more. Now, if you guys are probably wondering, but it's empty. It doesn't mean that I like it. Just because it's empty doesn't mean I like it. I've been using this in drinks, mixed drinks, because it's perfect. If the proofing was taller and bigger and just higher, if this was 100 proof of even 98 or 101, this would probably be really good. But I don't know if I like this. I just don't like it. I don't like that strawberry taste with this stick. I just don't like the strawberry taste with this stick. It doesn't flow very well. What can I explain to you? It's kind of like having a strawberry shortcake and then eating some fried rice. It's not a good mix. It's not a good mix. You understand? It's not a good mix. I don't tell you to get that. Don't tell you to get that, and don't mix it up with some of your don't mix it up with some of your sticks. You might just ruin your stick. But still, we have a little bit more of this Elmer T. Lee. Here we go. Super, super earthy. Wow, super, super earthy. I took a big swig out of that. Super, super earthy. Holy Lord. On the stream, we were at $150 on the stream. Shout out to our SHOUTOUTS, one of our greatest ranches. Let's drink this up. Wow. That is insane. The insanity that I'm tasting, literally the insanity that I'm tasting on my lips, it's something very spectacular. I don't tell you to ever eat fried rice, salty fried rice with a little bit of pepper, with strawberry shortcake. And that's kind of what I have. Like that's the kind of feeling I have. This doesn't mix good. I personally don't like the mix. Now, if this was in a cocktail, it would be amazing. Even this in a Coca-Cola with lime, it would even be good. This with Sprite, this with Sprite and ice would even be good. But by itself with this Stogie, I'm going to say pretty horrible. Horrible. The worst whiskey on the stream, I'm going to say. Worst whiskey on the stream. I think the worst whiskey ever invented. This wasn't invented to be drinking by itself. This was invented to mix it with Coca-Cola, okay? Or Sprite. Any YouTuber that says that that's a good whiskey, they probably had bad taste. You should unsubscribe. For any YouTuber that says this is a good whiskey, that's when you know you got the wrong channel. Not a good. Okay, now we're going to do, oh man, I really hope she doesn't send nothing. I don't want to do tequila right now. Here we go. Oof. Dalmore 15. Can't wait to do this one. It's going to be a little bit more of a wake-up call. But then again, it could be bad. It could not be good with this, right? I'm going to touch up the stick. You see the stick is a little bit off. Hey, Jason Kane with the $20 Super Chat Reaper. That Flor de las Antillas was the #1 cigar in 2012. And it's one of the few cigars that the price has not skyrocketed. Yes. The reason why this hasn't skyrocketed also is because there's also a lot of people that they don't really know about this. They go for my father's Stogies, and they don't go and buy this, right? There's a lot of people that don't know about this, so this is another reason why it doesn't go a skyrocket in price. But I can say officially, it's a sun grown, yes, sun grown, which means most of this is going to be sun grown, as some of you probably know, maybe don't know. And one of the main things on here is this wrapper is very unique, but this is very good. By the way, Jason Kane, huge shout outs to Jason Kane, really good compared to the Stogie we had yesterday. Inexpensive and pretty nice. Box press and pretty nice. Here we go. We're officially going to do now. We're going to do now the Dalmore 15. Let's do the Dalmore 15. Here we go, Dalmore 15. I feel like Ira Soto is waiting for me in the weeds, in the trenches. She's waiting for me in the bushes for me to drink both of these. Ira Soto, you better not. Ira Soto, you better not. Shout out to Jason Kane. Thank you so much, Jason Kane, for adding to the stream and giving some facts to a lot of people that don't know. That was the #1 cigar of 2012, and for, I believe, the Stogie aficionado, I think it was also the 2012, and I think it was also first place in another year. I don't officially remember the other year, but I do know that I think it did get a little bit of awards. Got a little bit of awards. Yes, it did get a little bit of awards. Okay, so we had the Dalmore 15. So far, we had the Glenlivet Fusion Cast. We had the Blood Oath. So far, this Blood Oath is number one on the street. The Blood Oath is really #1. Elmer T is going to be always last place. We have 2 more whiskey to go. That I see them over there. 2 more whiskey to go. We're going to see how that goes. But right now, we're clamping up these cheeks. We're clamping these cheeks up. The Dalmore 15. All right, here we go. Haven't taken off the band yet. A little bit mild, not full body. A little bit mild. It's getting a little bit of a. It's getting a little bit creamy and oily. Maybe it's my lips, a little bit creamy and oily. Still got that cacao that I'm tasting. It's still a little bit, just a tad bit sweet, but not too sweet. It's a little bit sweet, not too sweet. At the beginning of the stick, at the beginning of the Stogie, it was sweet. Now I'm almost in the middle. And so far, so good. The pepper is perfect. It's not overwhelming, and it's perfect. I do taste a little bit of nutmeg on here, just a tad bit of nutmeg. Very underwhelming, the nutmeg, but it's still there. I can taste it. So here we go, Dalmore 15. Shout out to all of you, you guys are amazing. Here we go, let's drink this up. Now you see, this is good. This is good. This is good. Oof. This is good. I thought this was gonna be straight Dookie in the house, but this is straight Dookie. This is a Dookie stain. This is straight Dookie. But this over here, my friends, a lot of caramel, a lot of caramel, citrus. You can get that oak presence on this 15. Very beautiful, just very beautiful. I'm gonna say, personally, this is my own personal opinion. You could take it to the bank. This is a great Scotch. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's really good Scotch. Okay, it's a really good Scotch. It's a very unique. Only difference is this over here has what is the notes? A lot of fruits. I don't want to taste so many fruits sometimes, but it does complement this pretty good. This over here, last I remember that I told the guys, I don't remember everything, but I remember it did have some stone fruits. It has some ripe banana. And the one thing that stood out to me on here is how fruity it was. It had a long, strong, beautiful, not super strong, but strong, fruity finish. Usually when you have a fruity Scotch whiskey, it gets taken over by the oak, and it gets taken over by a little bit of the spices. Sometimes the peat, the maltiness, it takes over. But this over here, it's straight juice. It's a lot of juice. Again, this one over here, beautiful. But this is a different ball game, my friends. This Dalmore 15. This is a different ball game. Now we're talking real Scotch. That is a really good Scotch. So far with this mix, really good. Let me tell you what I taste. That is a beautiful Scotch. A lot of caramel, citrus. Main thing is citrus. I guess citrus. Oof. Shoot. Oof, $100 super chat. On this stream, we're at $270. Oof. $100 super chat in the house. Reaper, you know what time it is. Hoo hoo hoo. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Edgar Romeo, you know what time it is. I know you know what time it is. Edgar Romeo, another $100 super chat from our VIPs. For all of you watching, $100 super chat in the house. $100 super chat in the house. I think I'm going to start saying that. $100 super chat in the house. Woof. $100 super banger super chat in the house. Edgar Romeo, shout out to Edgar Romeo. Let me say this. Out of all the whiskeys, so far, the one whiskey that has impressed me right now currently, I'm gonna say the one thing that has impressed me currently has been the Blood Oath. I can't imagine how good that Blood Oath is. Just having it throughout the night with two different Stogies. Here we go. Let's nip this up because I think this needs to be nipped up just a little bit. Real men smoke good stogies, okay? Real men smoke good stogies. And real men drink good whiskeys. That's what it is, okay? Shout out to Edgar Romeo, he knows what it is. Also, Jason Kane on the stream, he knows what it is. My own stogie is creamy. I made sure that most of my stogies have a little bit of creaminess. I made sure they weren't super spicy because of too much spice is not something that I like. You guys know I don't like a lot of spice. I don't like Mexican food. I don't like Mediterranean food. I don't like, you'll never see me. You gotta force me, gunpoint, to eat Indian food. I don't like spicy food. I can eat Taco Bell, no problem, but I haven't had Taco Bell in years. The point of the matter is, what I'm trying to say is, my own stogie that you guys can get officially on the stream. Who got a Stogies? A pack of Stogies. Two people got a pack of Stogies. Ira Soto and also Edgar Romeo. If they want a pack of Stogies with those red super chants, that's what it is. You send red super chants and you get a pack of Stogies. My own and Reaper Exclusivo. Yes, Reaper Exclusivo. Here we go. A beautiful gift to all of you that always send me a little appreciation on these beautiful VIP streams. Here we go. And if you want to know more about my Stogie, you have to be a member. It's very exclusive. I want to make sure that you guys know you have to be a member. I don't have a website. I will not be putting on a website. It will be exclusively for my members and the big super champ VIPs that want a good Stogie. That's what it is, okay? You get a beautiful gift from me when you send a red super chat. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Dalmore 15. That's a good one. Dalmore 15 with this Stogie. Absolutely phenomenal. I just can't believe how good this is. This is a banger. This is a banger. This is a banger. This with this is a banger. I don't even want to have this on the screen anymore. It's so ugly and so bad. So ugly, so bad. Let's put on the others. Let's put the other two. Let's put the other two. For some of you, here we go. Let's put the other two. We're going to make sure to make some room. So to make some room, we're gonna take off the losers, okay? I'm sorry to say, I don't want to see losers. I just don't want to be around losers. It's just what it is, okay? I just don't want to have a loser in front of me. And Elmer T is not going to be in my stream. Took it off the stream. Blackened. Here we go, blackened. Let's put this on here and then boom. Boom. We're gonna put that on here. Okay, we're gonna make some room. I feel bad taking the Glenlivet out. We're not gonna take the Glenlivet out. We're gonna keep it on there. What we're gonna do is we could ping pong. There you go. You can put all the whiskeys on the stream. There you go. Ping pong. They put all the whiskeys. Okay, so far, this Stogie with the Dalmore 15, exclusively beautiful. Very good. Very good. It's still staying true to its flavor. It's really nice. Let me drink the rest of this, and we're gonna be putting two together. This is gonna be the one that gets me always a little bit messed up. Ira Soto, please, Ira Soto, no super champ for tequila, please, because this one is the one that really gets me a little bit. It's so strong. It's so strong. Blackened, yes, with a collaboration with Wes Henderson. So for all of you wines, this is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon, finishing white port wine cast. This is gonna be the legendary, like Joe and Filter says. Is this gonna be the epic whiskey of the stream? So far, Blood Oath is the whiskey of the stream. The pair with this. This one we just had, really good. It goes good with this, okay? Fruity, Perfect. Don't know. Don't know. Outstanding. Here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. All right, Edgar. Edgar's up to bat. Edgar, you get to pick. Boom, boom, boom. Edgar, you get to pick. You get to pick this Stogie. I mean, not the Stogie. You get to pick the whiskey. Is it going to be the Blackened Metallica with collaboration of Wes Henderson? It's going to be a remastered in the collaboration of look at the autographs, cool autographs. Do we do this one, Edgar, or do we do Midkers barrel strength toasted barrel finish? Is a Kentucky straight rye whiskey. Which one do we do? Which one do we do? He gets a pick. He gets a pick. He gets a pick officially. He gets a pick. He gets a pick. Which one is he going to pick? Edgar, you get to pick. Which one is it? Midkers first? Midkers or... Is it going to be Midkers or is it going to be... He says Blackened. Blackened. There you go. Blackened, he says. Blackened, he says. All right, here we go. We're going to do Blackened. We're going to do Blackened. Hit that like button if you like this stream, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. This is the #1 stream in the country, in the USA. #1 stream in the country when it comes to whiskeys, when it comes to cooking, and when it comes to stogies. #1. Here we go. Bing, bong, bing. Let's pour this up. But before we pour it up, wait, time out. Before we pour it up, you guys are ending the month pretty good, right? I don't even know how many days are left on this month. Remember, the month ends the last day of the month. So whatever super chance you guys send, whatever super chance you guys send, it goes to the next month. So I really appreciate all of you sending good, beautiful appreciations on the stream. All right. He picked this one. This one gets me a little bit, here we go. Let's pour this up. Blackened. Here we go. I don't even want to pour a lot. Here we go. This is no joke. This is no joke. Okay, it's no joke. All right, let's make sure. Construction is fading off a little bit. It's okay. Oh, that cacao. There's a taste of a cacao. It's just, the best thing about this stick is that it stays sweet. It stays sweet beyond from the beginning to the middle. It stays sweet. A little bit of pepper. The pepper is a little bit ramping up just a tad bit. Nutmeg, just a tad bit of nutmeg. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Shout out to Metallica. Shout out to Blackened. Wes Henderson. Edgar Romeo. Ira Soto. Jason Kane. My father, Stogie. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Wow. That is straight. Oof. Straight dark mashed of fruit. It's like the whole, God dang. This is like the whole Metallica brand. The whole Metallica band just stomped on a bunch of grapes. Oof. I get some funk, some oak funk on here. It's like they all stomped, all of them in the band just stomped on some grapes and they put it in this whiskey. God dang. My Lord. This is very strong cast strength. You're looking at 116.2 proof. It is very, very strong. Very strong. Fruit note on here is leveled up. You can taste the oak. The oak is very sharp. I'm going to say it's very sharp. Dang. Very, very sharp. I get absolutely no vanilla. You get a little bit of caramel. Got a little bit of caramel on here. And with this, I get a little bit of pepper still lingering. Still lingering. Oof. Got a little pepper still lingering because of this. The port, what is it called? The white port wine, it gives it a super, super edge. Super, super edge. We have to light this up again, but man, it's a strong. This is the strongest whiskey on the stream. That is the strongest whiskey on the stream. That's Metallica style. Wow. A lot of sharp notes right there. A lot of sharp notes. You can kind of tell that this hasn't had a lot of age to it, but again, I'm going to say this is the only whiskey on the stream that always a little bit, it gets me to the level of tipsy, like a girl. Oof, that's no good. That's no bueno. All right, let me light this up again. Let me show you how to light this up. Man, that goddamn whiskey is freaking, I think it's strong. Here we go. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. What you want to do is, here, I'm going to teach some of you how to do this, okay? Again, this is a punch. I punch this up. All right, punch this. All you got to do is corner it. All right. We're going to have to take off the label soon. Here we go. Look at the label. I'm going to show you close up. Look at the label. Dang, that's a beautiful label. That's a beautiful band. Look at the band. Look at the band. Every part of this band is trademark, copyright. Every part of this band is copyright. I would know because I have my own cigar line. Every part of this is copyright and labeled. Well, let me show you again. Let me show you again. All right. You guys saw it? You guys saw it, right? All right, let's put this over here. You all saw it. You all saw it, all right? You all saw it. Okay, let's light this up. Let's light this up. Oof. Dang. Whew. All right, here we go. For all of you Edgar Roman, here we go. We got Who Dat. Oof. If you didn't see Who Dat this week, She killed it there. Was it this week? Who dat? This week, most legendary stream ever. I think it was Friday, last Friday. Who dat sent the biggest super chats in history of this channel. In history of this channel, we have 3 people. Matter of fact, we have a lot of people, but in one stream, Edgar Romeo got one of the top men super chats on one stream, okay? For the ladies, we used to have Allison, they had sent $400 on the stream, okay? Allison had sent $400 or maybe around, $400 on the stream. Who dat topped it? She officially sent, if I remember correctly, it was about $500 or $450 on the last week's stream. It was Friday, a couple days ago. Huge. Oh, that's huge. And for all of you, Edgar Romeo, top man out here. Right, if you need to ask Edgar Romeo anything, you're welcome to ask anything to Edgar. He has his own opinions, and it's great. You should always listen to some of my ranchers that have great opinions. He likes Penelope, and it's good that he likes Penelope, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be putting Penelopes on the stream. I want to kind of there's some whiskey companies I just don't want to show. Penelope is one of the ones I never wanted to show. They got sold out to a company in Indiana, Penelope, and ever since I said, you know what, I want to kind of show it now. But before they got sold to the company, I didn't want to show it. Any company that comes out of Instagram, when it comes to whiskeys, I don't like to show it because it's just free promotion. I don't want to promote stuff that I just think that it's bad. There's a couple out there. There's one that's called Truth Whiskey. Truth Whiskey is getting promoted on Instagram. It's trash. There's another one called Blue Run, which has a butterfly. Straight Dookie. That's like a double Dookie stain. And then there was Penelope that was started off in social media. When it comes to whiskey, there was a company called Penelope that started off on Instagram and it blew up. There was also another Dookie stain, straight Dookie whiskey, but Edgar Romeo, yes. Edgar Romeo, one of our great ranchers, he got me to buy a cheap one, and little by little we started doing more and more of it. But I do have horrible Penelopes that I want to show you. I'll do a stream with horrible whiskeys eventually. Here we go, let's drink this up. Ooh, hey. That whiskey's no joke. But is it a good pairing? Is it a good pairing? This is the thing. With this whiskey, it's good. It has a sharp, strong oak. Sharp, strong oak. You can tell it's a little bit young. You can taste that sharp, strong, almost like I just said. It's if I can give you a picture, the whole Metallica band just stepped on, ran over, stomped on for 5 minutes some grapes, some beautiful white grapes and beautiful dark grapes, and they mix it in here with this. That's basically what it tastes like, with a little bit of caramel, and you do get a little bit, just a tad bit of, just a tad bit of white pepper, just a little bit of white pepper. And personally, the mix, it's too strong. It overpowers this. It's just too strong. It overpowers. I think this would be good with a Connecticut. A Connecticut stick Stogie. This would be good with Connecticut. But this is really too strong. I did put it on the stream because you never know. Maybe it's going to be good, right? You never know. Maybe it's going to be good. But this over here, I'm going to just say this. Extremely strong. On the stream, we're at $270 on the stream. Jason Kane, Ira Soto, also Edgar Romeo, $207. Officially, don't forget to get your membership if you haven't already. Get the membership. Ira Soto renewed her membership today. Let's smoke this up. By the way, let's talk about holding. Let's talk about holding a stogie, okay? I like to hold my stogie like a pool stick. If you never played pool, I don't know what to tell you. I usually hold my stogie like this. If it's a small stogie, I have big hands. Big hands. Let me show you how big my hands are, my ladies. There you go. That's how big my hands are. I do have clean hands. I have clean hands, but they're rugged hands. I don't pick up bricks. I pick up money, right? That's what it is. It's the difference. That's why my hands they're not beat up. They're nice. I don't go to the salon like some other dudes, but I do cut my own nails. The point of the matter is, I don't even know why I'm showing you that. The point of the matter is, stogies. There's different ways to hold a stogie, okay? It depends on how big and the ring size of the stogie is. This is a stogie that's not too big. It's small. I can hold it with 2 fingers. I like to hold it like this. If it's a big ring size stogie, which if it's a big gauge, if it's a big gauge, a big ring size, I'll give you the example with the thickest thing that I have out here. I got a big thick blue thing out here. Okay, so this is a big ring size. Say this is a real stogie, right? Say this is like, I don't know, 6 by 60. Say it's 6 by 60, or maybe even, I don't know, maybe, point of the matter is, just say it's big. Maybe it's a double toro, maybe it's a total, maybe it's a double total. Big one. So with a big one, I usually hold it like this. With a big stogie, I hold it like this. I grip it hard. Shout out to Iris out in the chat room laughing it up. Big. All right? If it's big, hold it like this. But most of the time, you'll probably see me like this. There's different ways you can hold it. I know the Dookie boys hold it like this. The Dookie boys. There's a lot of Dookie boys out there. They think they know about stogies. They hold it like this. The Dookie boys, they hold it like this. How do they suck it? They suck it like this. There's Dookie boys out there, and there's ladies out there that hold it. There's ladies out there that hold it like this. I've seen ladies hold it like this. Come on, ladies. What the hell are you doing? I've seen ladies hold it. I've seen ladies hold it like this. Come on, ladies. What the hell's this? What the hell? What you doing? Ladies, what you doing? What you gonna do? But I do know that I've seen Dookie boys holding with their pinky. I've seen them holding like that. If you think I ask why they're holding, you're out of your mind. That opens up a conversation. I'm not trying to open a conversation with Dookie boys. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Good stick. Blackened, man, it's strong. Oh, white pepper. I'm gonna get a lot of white pepper. Strong. It's almost like Chardonnay white grapes mixed up with a dark, really ripe up grapes. Oak note is sharp again. I'm gonna say it's so sharp you can tell there's a young whiskey on the stick. I'm having the stick with this, and the stick is enhancing with the peppers. The pepper on the stick and the nutmeg is enhanced. I don't taste much of that cacao. The sweetness is mainly taken over by that whiskey. Ooh. You know what? Do I recommend this? If you have a light stogie, I think I would recommend this. But so far I'm gonna say oof, man. I don't even think Metallica drink this. I don't think Metallica. That's a strong. It's a strong boy. It ain't a pound boy. It ain't a pound boy. It's a strong boy. That's a strong one. That is strong. God, that's stronger than any tequila that you can make me drink. Man, that's strong. Shit, that's strong. That's strong. Ooh, man, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're gonna be drinking over here. We're gonna be pairing this up. Hell of a stream, good VIP stream, amazing stream for all of you watching. You're literally watching. You're literally watching a millionaire luxurious life. Okay, you're watching this stream like you're a regular person, but no, you're watching in the looks of a millionaire, right? Mid curves, barrel strength, toasted barrel finish. Unlike the son of Donald Trump, okay, unlike the son of Donald Trump, to be part of his group, his circle, you had to pay $500,000. Unlike Donald Trump over here, you can watch the stream. If you want to be part of the stream on a private stream, members only, you gotta get that members only. Yes, membership. You can get it in the chat room. And if some of you that are watching don't know how to get it, let me show you officially how to get it, okay? In the chat room. Let me show you in the chat room how to get it. In the chat room, let me show you officially how to get it. Click that link in the chat room if you want to know how to get it. You click that link, get the membership, you'll be able to watch those members only streams. Okay, you're going to be able to watch those members only streams, okay? That's what I recommend. Members only streams. Yes, members only streams. You'll be able to watch those members only streams. I do recommend many of you to definitely hit that link, get that membership after the stream or during the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. Woof. We're having a hell of a stream. It's a great stream, fun stream. Loving the stream. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to April. Shout out to SHOUTOUTS. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Edgar Roma. Shout out to Jason Kane. Shout out to all my members that are watching. You guys are amazing. All right. We're going to do the mid-curves barrel strength toasted barrel finish. This is the best rye whiskey you could get from mid-curves. If you think the 10-year... Okay, I'm going to say this with Jason Kane. Because I know Jason Kane, he loves to spend money, Jason Kane. But he needs to be held up. Don't get that whiskey. Because as all of us, we're all whiskey enthusiasts, right, in the chat room. Sometimes you shouldn't be spending $200 on a bottle. So if you had the option to buy this one or the mid-curves 10-year, get this one. This is the best rye whiskey coming out of mid-curves. Literally the best rye whiskey maybe on the market, okay? So there goes for Jason Kane. If you find this, pay $200 for this if you need to. Pay $200, okay? Here we go, pay $200 for all of you watching. Here we go. We're going to pour that up. And for any of you, just like Edgar Romeo, pass on this one. My VIPs, my millionaires, my multi-millionaires, my amazing members. Okay, prize on this. Again, what did I say? I'm going to do one time. Donald Trump's son, $500,000 to be part of his circle, be part of his membership circle. On here, you're going to pay a small fee. That's all it is. To get a wrench, you see everybody in the chat room, to get a wrench, you just have to be part of the circle. You have to be part of the circle. That's all it is. You have to have a fun time. Don't cause too much drama. Be an adult and be cool. That's all it is. Be cool. Enjoy the streams. We stream every day, and I only do it for a couple hours. We're at 101 minutes. Let's drink this up. Nice. I got the drip of that water. Here we go. Here we go. The whiskey that I've been waiting for. The whiskey that I've been waiting for. Mid-Curves Barrel Strength. Oh, by the way, if you guys do any of this in your own time or with friends, eat something before you do this. Eat something before you do this. Do not go doing this and don't do any. What I'm doing right now, don't do this unless you're eating something. All right, especially if you have a stogie. Okay, if you have a stogie, please, for God's sakes, don't do this. If you just ate McDonald's, don't do this, man. Have a full meal. Have a full meal. Have a full meal, please. Have a full meal. Let me clean this up. You saw what I did? I'm teaching you guys. Some of you that don't know how to do this, I'm teaching you. Just roll it, all right? Roll it. That's all you need to do. Oof. That nutmeg. Whew, I'm getting a little bit of nutmeg on here. Little bit. I'm getting a little bit of nutmeg. I'm getting a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of pepper. Whew. Hey, gentlemen, I'm going to say, compared to the stogie that we had yesterday, this stogie is good. This ranks in the top. This ranks in the top, and the pair is good. So for all of you, here we go. We're going to pair this up with this. Good to see some of our members in the chat room. B.Y. Young, right? Be young. Sheen in the chat room. Here we go for any of you. By the way, shout outs to Dallas Stores. Shout outs to Dallas Stores, NHL Dallas Stores. You already know I want to see two teams in the Stanley Cup Finals. Florida Panthers and the Dallas Stars. Those are the two teams. Two teams I want to see in the finals. Dallas Stars and the Florida Panthers. And the long shot, I'm going to say the long shot in NHL and the NHL. If you want to put some money on it, there's no financial advice. Washington Capitals. Let's drink this up. That is goddamn good. Whoa, hey Jimmy, this is goddamn good. Man, this is good. Mid-Curves. Has a syrupy taste to it. It's super rich. You have a little bit of nutmeg. Maybe it's a stick, but I think it's this. A little bit of nutmeg on this Mid-Curves. Caramels through the roof. Molasses. I'm getting a little bit strong, a lot of molasses. Rye. The rye on here. Rye spices. The rye spice is almost perfect. You get a little bit, almost like a little bit of a herbal taste. The oak note on here is very, very, very clean, very strong, very nice. I'm going to do something because I'm just like this. When I think of something, I do it. Some of you probably don't do it. I tend to think in my head on a daily basis. I live my life in probabilities. Okay? I live my life in probabilities. For the things I say, for the things I do, I live my life in probabilities. The probability of the stream being a little bit better if I put a little bit of natural rocks or spring water from Maine have increased. So guess what? I'm gonna put the first whiskey on the stream. I'm gonna put some rocks on this mid-course. Look what I found. Look what I found. Woo! Look what I found. You know what? Look, this is it's not a loser, okay? It's just too strong, man. It's just strong. I'm gonna take that out of the stream. I'm gonna take that out of the stream. And guess what I'm gonna put on the stream? Look at that, man. Benchmark top floor. I do recommend that. Benchmark top floor. Where do I put this? Sheesh. Benchmark top floor. What a cool stream, man. I wish I was like you guys. Some of you are naked watching me. Some of you are taking a shower watching me. It's so cool, man. I wish I was on your side of the camera, your side of some of you with the feet up with no socks on. Some of you are probably touching your nuts. Some of you are probably, I don't know, brushing your teeth. Some of you are probably working. Sometimes I wish I was in your side for a little bit, right? 10 minutes. That's all I want. I don't want to live. I'm good with my body. I'm good with being me. I just want to be in your side for 5 minutes to see what you guys see. I don't know what you guys see. Here we go. Let's smoke this up. Whoa. Getting a little bit strong. Here we go. I'll put some ice in here. Mid curves. Let me tell you the proofing. On here is 108.4 proof. 50, what is it? Is that 59? Yes. No, 54.2 proof. You multiply it by 2, you get the proofing. Here we go. Wow. You know what? We're gonna take that ice out. Bing bang. I gotta take that out. Too much ice is gonna ruin my expensive whiskey. This is gonna set. So if the Dallas Stars make it to the finals with the Florida Panthers, I'm going to be wearing a Dallas Stars jersey in honor of Ira Soto. Ira Soto had said that she's going to get me a Dallas Stars jersey. And the only player that I know that I like in the Dallas Stars is Perry. Perry, Perry. Fun fact, Just a fun fact. Just a little fun fact. I had a bird growing up. I had a bird growing up that it made me grateful for everything. Okay, this is not the whiskey talking. This is the Reaper talking. Okay, I had a bird growing up that made me grateful for everything. His name was, her name was, or his name, I think it was her. Her name was Perry. I had a son, Connor. I had a son, Connor, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say much more about it, but I had it for about almost 17 to 16 years. What a beautiful bird, what an exotic bird, a conure. And if there's one jersey that I would wear from the Dallas Stars, would be Perry. Yes, Perry. All black, all black, all black. Dallas Stars jersey. Anyways, here we go. I ice this up a little bit. Mid-Coors barrel strength. Is this going to be the best whiskey on the stream? Let's see. No, that's not the best whiskey on the stream. It's good. Now, what is that whiskey lacking? It's not lacking anything. I just feel like it doesn't complement this stick too good. It has rye, it has molasses, it has a little bit of caramel. It has some of the things that some of you like. I personally think this is good by itself. This is good by itself. This is good by itself. It pairs okay with this. We got a super chat in the chat room. Over here, over here. Be young. Be young. Thank you so much, my friend. Member. Be young renews his membership. I appreciate it. Don't forget to renew it if you don't. If you don't, always try to renew it. For any of you watching, find the old super chat to add to the stream. We're at $275. Be young, be young. He says over here in the super chat, here's my measly $5. I'm going to say this, be young. It's not measly. It's a good super chat, and I appreciate it because it shows that you care about the stream. It shows that we're doing a good job. It shows that some of you like these Stogie and whiskey pairings. Okay, that's what it shows. When somebody comes out of the woodworks and sends a super chat, it shows that the stream is good. And that's what I care about. I want to give you good entertainment on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and I appreciate it, BY Young. For any of you watching, we're going to say this. This is frozen. Here we go, be young. So you can't probably afford some of these, be young, because you just said that. You just said that. It's $100, 200 some dollars, give or take $200 secondary, $300, $400. The Dalmore 15, you could. I think most of us can, right? About under $100. I'm not trying to slap you up. Be young. But it's good that I just put this, be young. Be young. Shout outs to be young. Shout outs to be young. We're going to drink this, okay? Be young. I'm going to do this for you, be young. How much does this cost? 15 schmackaroos. $15, be young. Now, this is a different, this is frozen. It's frozen. I put this in the freezer because I wanted to see how it would taste. I have a bunch of these. I have a box. This is one of the best coming out of. This is better than Elmer T. Lee. Okay, so be young. Let me show you. Be young. Let me show you. Maybe he doesn't know what Elmer T. Lee. I'm pretty sure he does. Be young. Here we go. Let me show you. Be young. You see this? You see this bad boy? This is a little boy. It's not a bad boy. A little boy. You see that? Benchmark top floor better than Elmer T. Lee. Okay. Better than Elmer. This is straight dookie. I used to buy these for about $40. Long time ago. 30 some dollars. I think it was 30 some dollars. I think it was 35.99. I used to buy it a long time ago, 35.99. Straight dookie, man. There you go, Be Young. With your super chat, you see, you helped Be Young. If not, I wouldn't have said that. Be Young, I wouldn't have said all that. Somebody out there could relate. That's good. Let's drink the rest of this. Do I recommend you putting ice in this? I don't. Here we go. So far, this Stogie looking clean. Stogie looking clean. Out of the 2 weeks that we had Stogies, this one ranks up there with an inexpensive Stogie you can buy. A lot of cacao. A ton of cacao. It's mainly cacao now. I'm getting mainly cacao. I'm getting a little bit of just a tad bit of pepper. Sweet, nice. We're gonna drink this for you, Be Young. Be Young, we're gonna drink this for you. Let's humble ourselves. Let's humble ourselves, Ripper Crew. Let's humble ourselves with a $15 whiskey. Is a $15 whiskey going to be? By the way, Jason Kane. I don't know if Jason Kane or any of you watch, but I punched our Stogie, the Stogie that we're doing. I punched it with this, a nice little punch. Look at that. Punched it. Good. Beautiful, easy. Get yourself something. You could get this. You could get this online for like $30 or $20. Real good, real cheap, real good. Some of you probably fainting. $30. $30. I was given that from a great man in the cigar industry. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say who it is. But a great man in the cigar industry, he gave me this. A great man in the cigar industry gave me this. He also knew how Perdomo, the Perdomo line, he also knew that guy was a douchebag. He also knew that guy was a douchebag. Okay, let's drink the rest of this. Mid-Curse. This is going to be for Ira Soto. I think she bought this because of me. I don't remember. We're going to do this. We're going to see if this is going to be the most cheapest, best. You guys already know Early Times. If you buy Early Times, it's about $16. One of the best. I was going to buy 3 bottles today for $16, but I said, you know what? Why am I going to do that? I have so many whiskeys. I have so many Early Times. I have a total of, I think a box. I have a box of Early Times. This is, look at the color of this. It got like, it looked like apple juice. Let's drink this up. My recommendation, if any of you doing this is for any of you. This goes for all my ranches. Okay, my members only too. If you're drinking the amount of whiskey that I just drank on the stream, Okay, two things you need to do. This goes for Bob. This goes for Bob Loves Whiskey. Bob, shout out to Bob Loves Whiskey. He's a family man. I think personally, he's the most family man that I can probably know in my ranches. Jason King is a great family man, but I'm gonna say, Bob Loves Whiskey. He's like a blue-collared man. Okay, a little bit different for any of us. He's a blue-collared man. What is a blue-collared man? He has a wife. He has kids. He has a house. And he's a blue-collared man. He goes to work. He comes back. He does his thing. So this is going to be also, shout out to Bob Loves Whiskey. It's going to be for Bob Loves Whiskey. I know a lot of us are well off. This is going to be for Bob Loves Whiskey. Okay? So, benchmark top floor. What do you get out of this? The reason why this is one of my favorites is because it's just so good, man. Underrated whiskey in the market. Nobody knows about it, and don't tell anybody. Our Reaper crew, don't tell anybody. We have a lot of expensive whiskeys on here, but now that I don't know who was it that sparked me up to tell me, be young in the chat room, send a $5 super chat, and it triggered me to do this. I said, you know what? Let me do this. This is a good idea. While I'm showing expensive whiskey, it's always good to show an inexpensive one. Okay, so what I was trying to say is, if you're drinking a lot of these whiskeys like a blue-collared man, and you have kids, and you have work tomorrow, don't drink water. Drink a little bit of water. Do not drink water, a lot of water. My recommendation, here we go. Do not drink a lot of water, okay? Do not drink a lot. What does water do? This is what water does. It creates more whiskey inside. It creates more whiskey inside your stomach. You literally have a barrel in your stomach that's gathering all that whiskey. If you add more water, you're basically creating more whiskey in your belly. Do not add more water into your system. You can sip it up if you want to. Like right now, I'm sipping. I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna sip it up and throw away. There we go. I threw it away. Why? Because you don't want to fill up your stomach with whiskey and water because you're going to create more whiskey. So here we go. Top floor. This is going to be the cheapest whiskey on the stream. Damn, it's like tequila. It's like tequila. It's real thick. I want to put this over here. Where can I put this? I think we're just going to put it right here. Top floor. Okay, we're going to do this. Let's see how this is. Oof. It's getting good. It's getting good at the end. It's almost looking like a nub. Looking like a nub almost. It's getting good. It's getting good. It's getting nice and sweet. Here we go. Benchmark top floor. That is outstanding. That is outstanding. Wow, it's so good. Man, that's ridiculous. Wait. This is. Look, man, I'm gonna say this for all of you Ripper Crew. I'm gonna do one time. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. That is ridiculous. That is redunculous. That is balls to the wall ridiculous. Let me explain to you. Okay, let me explain to you. Glenlivet Fusion Cast, about $100. Blood Oath Pack 8, about, oh man, I don't even want to say it, about $350, $200, $500. Every year that goes by, it goes up $50. Mid-Curse, barrel strength, toasted barrel, about Oh man, I didn't even want to say it either. About 250 bucks. 250 bucks. I've seen this one for 400 bucks. MSRP is about I believe 160. 160. Dalmore 15. Dalmore 15. I forgot the price of this. Under $100, or maybe even 120. Maybe even 120. Maybe even 120 bucks. Okay, be young. You see, be young. That $5. You see what that $5 did. You see what that $5 did. Be young. We got $100 super chance from Edgar Roman. Shout out to Iris Soto with 150 bucks. Edgar Roman 100 bucks. Jason Kane with $20. All our VIPs makes these amazing. Makes these streams amazing, right? I gotta pour some more on here. God dang. Oh, man. Ridiculous. Let me tell you what I think for some of you, like Bob loves whiskey. All right? Don't get offended for anybody that, if I say anything bad. I just say it to say it. Ooh, this turned off. Let's see. That's remarkable. Wow. 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 Oh, shit. That's remarkable, man. Creaminess on the Stogie. Molasses. I get a little bit of molasses. I think it's because of the Stogie. It just makes it feel like it's molasses. I have oak, sweet vanilla. Oh man, the oak is insane. And also, this has cacao, right? This has cacao. I can taste the cacao. Oh man, it complements this. God dang. Does it mean you have to spend $300 to have a great experience, or 250 bucks or $200? This proves a lot. This proves a lot. April in the chat room. He says, April in the chat room. April in the chat room, $5 super chat, $5. She says with $5. $5 crew in the house. Wifey te amo. Wifey te amo. I'm gonna use my Spanish. I'm gonna use my Spanish on here, okay? For all of you that haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're liking this. Don't forget to subscribe. If you lose the channel, you lose it. You never see me again. Subscribe. Let me say the words in Spanish like a novella dude. Let me say the words like a novella dude in Spanish. Okay? I don't like to say Spanish words, but we're going to do it. Okay? Señoras y señores. Señoras y señores, this is a Stogie, Flor, wait, what was it? Flor de las Antillas, Flor de las Antillas, yes, Flor de las Antillas. Para todos viendo este live stream video, Flor de las Antillas. Anyways. That's the best I could do. Okay, that's the best I could do. Over here, another $5 super chat from April Neal. She says over here, $5 super chat. A los chingones, Edgar and his. Wait. $5 super chat in the chat room, okay? A los chingones, Edgar and ours. Los amo. Is that a couple going on over here? I don't even know. Edgar Romeo and Iris Soto, are they a thing in the chat room? We're gonna say this. Shout out to who that? Edgar Romeo in our SHOUTOUTS. Biggest supporters on the stream, right? Here we go for all of you. So, to Bob Loves Whiskey and be young. Put your whiskey in the freezer. Put your whiskey in the freezer. Look at how colored it got. This is supposed to be clear. The reason why this got like that is because the chemistry in the freezer freezes up and means this color, okay? Now, I do recommend Edgar Romeo. Edgar Romeo, he's a big baller, right? Big baller, Edgar Romeo. And for any of you that have money, if you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire watching, okay, if you're the owner of a company or maybe you're officially an employee. If you're an employee at my father's Stogie factory, whatever it is, right? I don't want to say the word. But if you were officially the man, yes? If you're, hello, Garcia family. Hello, Garcia family. Hola, hola, Garcia family. Hola, 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 Garcia family. I know they're going to like this stream. The Garcia family is going to like the stream. So for the Garcia family, let me say this for the Garcia family. The Garcia family is literally, yes, my father's Stogie. For the Garcia family, let me say this. There's no live stream on YouTube that is like this. There's no video on YouTube like this. We are #1 in the USA for a reason. We have VIPs out here. And I'm going to say, you don't have to pay $500,000 like Donald Trump's son that wants to make $500,000 per member to be part of the circle. No, no, no. All you have to be is here. Now that you're here, let me say this. I showed a bunch of whiskeys, okay? Do me a favor. Garcia family, do me a favor, Garcia family. You don't have to tell anybody. Get Benchmark. If you go to Florida, if you're in Florida, if you come to Florida, if you're in Miami or in Florida, Benchmark Top Floor. Buy it. Put it in the freezer. Put it in the freezer. Another whiskey you could put in the freezer is early. I was gonna say early. Don't put early times. Eagle Rare. You could also put Eagle Rare in the freezer to chill it up. Now it's gonna turn into that color. It's gonna look like apple juice. It's not apple juice. When you have time to smoke your own Stogie, Garcia family, when you have time to go smoke your own Stogie, because it's a great Stogie, fantastic Stogie. This is the fantastic Stogie. Drink a nice whiskey. It doesn't have to be expensive. Benchmark is good. Top Floor. Get a beautiful glass, expensive glass, and drink it up. That is goddamn incredible. Wow. That is insane and that is incredible. God damn. God damn. I'm so impressed with this whiskey. Holy snap, I'm so impressed with this whiskey. Garcia family, don't pay the top. I'm going to say this. Don't pay the top dollar. 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 Don't buy a $5,000 whiskey. Don't buy a $1,000 whiskey. Okay, start with this. This is what you got to start with the Stogie. This is the whiskey that I should have started the stream with. No. Be young. You just made the stream amazing with a $5 super chat. You know what it is? Somebody sent a $5 super chat and make me do this off my head. You just look. I'm like Einstein. I'm like Einstein, right? I'm like Einstein. I'm the smartest dude you probably ever meet. You just gave me the greatest idea. I put this on the stream. We weren't planning on putting it on a stream, and guess what? This is incredible. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm tasting with this Stogie. Man. Wow. Creamy, creamy vanilla. Sugar. Creamy vanilla. Sugar. Brown sugar. As a matter of fact, I didn't even think of brown sugar. Wait. Regular sugar. It tastes like I'm drinking regular sugar. Not even brown sugar. Vanilla. Oak. Sweet oak. I'm talking about the sweetest oak from Buffalo Trace. Sweet oak. The pepper on here popping. Beautiful pepper complementing this. This has got to be, oh my Lord, it's got to be one of the best. This over here still have the cacao that I'm tasting. Literally, all I'm really tasting right now on here. Pepper, cacao. Pepper, cacao. Faint, very faint. Nutmeg. Very faint. Very faint. Creaminess on the vanilla. Oak. It's so sweet, it almost tastes like it has honey. It almost tastes like it has honey. Let me see what it says over here. Let me see what it says over here. Let me see. Bourbon. Okay. Bourbon that matures at the top floor. Yes, we already knew that. Great for cocktails. Okay, we already knew that. Let me see. It gives me history, man. Who the hell wants to hear history? Let's drink this up. Wow. This doesn't have it doesn't have a lot of notes. It doesn't have a lot of notes, but it complements that really well. Wow. Wow. Woo. What would happen if I put a Blackened in the freezer? Man, that's goddamn good. Let me look in the chat room. Over here, Jason Kane says it's nice and windy. As a matter of fact, in Miami, it's windy right now. That's why the Stogie is turning off. The Stogie is turning off because it's really windy out here, and it's starting to. The Stogie is starting to turn off little by little because it's a little bit windy out here. It's not super windy, but it's a little bit cold and breezy out here. I'm wearing a tank top right now because I figured at the beginning of the stream it was going to be very hot. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to also back up. I'm going to put this on here. Let's back up. Let's put this on here. Let's back up, okay? Let's put all the whiskeys. Let's put all the whiskeys that we've had. Let's put all the whiskeys that we've had on the stream in front of us. Okay. Glenlivet, Fusion Cast. Can we get a little bit more back? Okay, we're gonna get just a little bit more back. All right. We're just going to get a little more back. Let's try to put every whiskey that we've had. Let's put every whiskey that we've had on the stream. Can we fit everything on here? Oof. I didn't even think we could fit everything on here. Let's see. Maybe we can. Let's fit everything on here. I'm going to try to figure out how to fit everything. Wait a minute, that blood oath has to go in front because that's the winner of the stream. That's the winner of the stream. What am I missing? I'm missing how many whiskeys? How much money we have on the stream? I'm not gonna count. You guys can count. I'm not. I don't like to show off. I don't like to show off. You know what I like to do? I like to speed off. I like to speed off. Yes, well, on a motorcycle, I like to speed off. I like to wave at you. I wave at so many women. I've had a total, when I'm driving on a motorcycle, I've had a total about under 10, maybe, give or take, maybe 6 or 7 women that have put their windows down when I'm on a motorcycle. Yes, I'm not much a show off. Yeah, I just speed off. I'm mean, man. I'm mean. I'm a mean man. The Reaper's a mean man. The Reaper's a mean man. I guess that's why women always want. Oof, we can put this over here. Oh. Let me see. Oof, put it over here. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Is this a good look? I think this is good. Right? Is a good look. These are all the whiskeys that we had on the stream so far. All right. I have a bunch of whiskeys. I have literally every whiskey you can think of. Every whiskey you can think of. This is the reason why I'm the Whiskey Reaper. I have all the whiskeys you can think of. Okay, every whiskey you can think of. So whenever I do a Stogie pairing, you have to tune in. Because you don't know what I'm going to pick. I pick random ones. I pick stuff that you think maybe I'm not going to do. And I just do it. On the stream, I'm going to say the Scotch whiskey that was good on the stream was the Dalmore. I'm going to say if it's summertime, all right? If it's summertime and... if it's summertime and if I want something with a lot of fruits, that's great. The most impressive whiskey on the stream. I just want to keep on drinking this. The most impressive whiskey on the stream was this. It was this, chilled. So for any of you that want to have a good, put this in the freezer. You see, look, oof, it's going back. It's going back to number. Look at this. It's going back to, it's turning clear again. You saw that? Magic trick. It's going back to clear. It's going back to clear. On the stream, I kind of want to go back to one whiskey, okay? We're having it into the stream. I want to go back to one whiskey. And the one whiskey I want to go back to, we have a lot of people watching. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up, baby. For all of you gentlemen that love this stream, you love whiskey, you love stogies, you love food, you love everything on the stream, right? If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Tap the screen a couple times. Subscribe up here. Now, I could be showing you other whiskeys. Right? I could be showing. We only show the best whiskeys. I don't want to show bad whiskeys on the streams. if I'm buying all these whiskeys, no companies, I'm not affiliated with any of these whiskey companies. If I'm buying these whiskeys and I want to rip up all these whiskeys, I bought it. I have my own opinion. I'm in the USA. Freedom of speech allows me to tell you if this is bad. Now, if the company sends me this, freedom of speech goes out the window. You kind of have to say it's good. If you don't say it's good, one company tells the other company, and they all know that you don't really talk good about their company, and you get blackballed. And ladies and gentlemen, we're not like the bigger whiskey channels. We're not like the bigger whiskey channels that actually, did you see that? As a matter of fact, I got a little bit of whiskey on here. That's good. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he dips his whiskey in tequila. Wow. Holy Lord. I'm going to say we have a lot of errors in the chat room. I know a lot of errors in the chat room. Oof. We have a lot of errors in the chat room. A lot. Let's drink this up. Thank the Lord that I didn't have to drink tequila on the stream. I'm going to say it's our Soto. Our Soto, thank you so much. Our Soto, thank you so much for going broke on the stream. Thank you so much for, she said she went broke on the stream, sending super chats and getting that membership. Thank the Lord that you didn't send a huge super chat for me to drink tequila. I swear to God, if I would have drank tequila, I'd be dead. We will be doing a stream eventually with a Stogie and tequilas. We're gonna do tequilas and rum maybe, but I'm not the whiskey rum reaper. I'm not the tequila reaper. I'm the whiskey reaper. It's a little bit different. I like to show you whiskey is, but I do want to show you one more. I just want to tune into this one. We opened this on the stream, and I just want to go back to it. I honestly, I just want to get it off my mind. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep happy. Okay? I want to go to sleep happy. So, by the way, I'm going to take this off screen. I'm just done with that. Take it off screen. You put this over here. This is actually the whiskey that I was looking forward to in the whole stream. The Glenlivet Fusion. All right? This is the whiskey that I was looking forward to the whole stream. And guess what? When you get a new car, when you get a new side chick, when you get a new house, when you get a new pet, when you get a new woman, when you get a new wife, when you get a new boyfriend, when you get a new freaking, what's it called, coat, when you get new shoes, when you get a new TV, when you get a new computer, when you get a new barbecue, when you get a new motorcycle, when you get a new Lambo, when you get a new Bugatti, when you get a new grandmother, when you get a new aunt, when you get a new uncle, when you get a new backyard, when you get a new front yard, when you get new plants. You know what I'm talking about. You get a new pet. It's always the number one thing. And this is like my number one new pet. The Glenlivet Fusion Cast. I'm sorry to say. We talked about this on the stream, but I gotta try it again. I'm sorry to say, I gotta try it again. I gotta try this again. There's no way I can't go without trying. By the way, I'm gonna drink the rest of this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna. Ooh, I drank it. Yes, I drank it. There you go. I drank it. Okay, let's clean this up. We got too much. We got too much bourbon. I'm not wasting water, by the way, for some of you wondering. This is an experiment. Okay. I gotta go back to this one. It's such a beautiful bottle. It's such a beautiful, beautiful bottle. I have to go back to this. I gotta go back to this. Here we go. Somebody's speeding. Somebody's speeding. I hear it. Okay. We're going to go back to this. We're going to go back to this. I want to take this off my head. The Glenlivet Fusion Cast. I want to take this off my head. I really want to drink it. I think Glenlivet does some good stuff. And their best stuff is the 18, right? Let me know what's out. It's just so much. It's so much fruit. It's so much fruit. I don't even know why this has so much fruit, but it does. A lot of fruit. A lot of fruit. God, man, this is the most beautiful bottle of the stream. Nice little placket. Oh, man, what a beautiful bottle. If I had a shirt, a wide shirt, with this in the middle, I would wear it because it's so beautiful. This is such a beautiful color. Shout out to the Miami Dolphins. They're going to lose the next season. Okay, I'm going to just drink this by itself. Shout outs to all of you watching. Here we go. Let me drink this by itself. Wow. I'm gonna. Oh. That is the most fruitiest. This is the most fruitiest Scotch whiskey I've ever had in my life. This is the most fruitiest Scotch whiskey I've ever had in my life. I had peach, apricot, bananas. Peach, apricot, bananas. I got a little bit of oak presence, right? A little bit over here. We got a super chat. Man, this is just God. We got a super chat from over here, Brian Cooper. Brian Cooper, he says over here. Brian Cooper, you got your membership. Brian Cooper, get the membership, Brian Cooper. Get the membership. If you get the membership, you'll be an OG eventually, right? Thank you so much for the super chat. Brian Cooper. Thank you so much, Brian Cooper. Is that Iron Man? Shout out to Iron Man. The smartest. Yes. Shout out to Iron Man, the smartest. What is it? Marvel character. Shout out to the smartest Marvel character. Supposedly, the Hulk is supposed to be smart. I personally think Iron Man is the smartest. Supposedly, the Hulk is supposed to be the smartest, but I think the Iron Man is the smartest. Again, shout out to all of you. But do get the membership. In the chat room, there's a link. Click the link. It's a YouTube link. And you can get that membership next to your name. It shines green. It shines green, Brian. It shines green. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, what's up, Reaper Crew? Huge appreciation. On the stream, I think we are about almost at $300 on the stream. Almost at $300. Is this a buy? The main thing is this a buy? I want to do a review mainly on the stream if this is a buy, but right now, currently, I like it. 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 Mainly thing is dominating my palate. Ripe bananas, peach, ripe bananas, peach, and stone fruits. That's literally what's dominating me on here. A little bit of vanilla for all of you watching. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a review. That's a review of this Stogie. We're going to end the stream right now. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for tuning in to the stream. You guys are freaking amazing. For all of you watching, you know how we end the stream. Huge shout outs too. By the way, is this a buy? This is a buy. It's a buy. Get yourself this Stogie if you haven't already. And is that Stogie for a rookie or an enthusiast? Both. You could get it. Stogie is for a rookie and an enthusiast. Really good. For all of you watching, huge shout outs to all of you. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Shout outs to the USA, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there in the moon. Shout outs to the Space Force. Shout out to our Soto. Shout out to Jason Kane. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to B Young. Who dat? For the whole week. We got to give a shout out to Who dat for the whole week. Edgar Romeo. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. Andrew. Shoot, Andrew's in the chat room. I see you, Andrew. Great member. Great member. Don't forget, this is the #1 training channel on the North, yes, in the USA, we do the best streams that we can. And for all of you, April Neon, see who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Spam the chat rooms with the emojis. If you have the membership, spam the memberships. Emojis in the chat room. All the membership emojis that you can, spam it in the chat room. Yes, spam it in the chat room. You guys are amazing. Use those emojis that you have for being a member. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. There you go, our Soto. Shout out to our Soto. Our Soto. Shout out to Edgar Romeo. I see you, Edgar Romeo. And for all of you who's going to be Farm Kid, there you go, Farm Guy. I see you. Shout out to all of you. Jason Kane, there you go, spam it up. You guys are awesome. Amazing stream today, amazing stream. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to get that membership. Subscribe if you haven't. And for all of you, Sheena, I see you, Sheena. Don't forget to get that membership. If you get that membership, your name is green. I can see you a little bit more. You guys are awesome. Reaper officially signing out. Who's going to be the last one? I see you in the chat room. Our Soto. I see you, our Soto. Shout out to our Soto. I see you. I'll see you soon tomorrow. Reaper signing out.